is the show where I talk about what it's like to run an insurance agency. I talk about staffing and marketing and sales and retention and all the nitty-gritty of what it takes to be successful. It is a tough road. I've been doing it for 21 years now, and I just want to share what I know at this point in time. So if you want to learn more about what I know, I have a exclusive texting community that you can get in. For my listeners, if you just text me 208-213-8809 and send me the word free, F-R-E-E, I will send you a resource that is just loaded with a ton of stuff to help you with your agency. Today, I wanted to talk about sales, closing ratios, marketing, all kinds of good stuff. I was having conversations with agents, as I do every week, and I've always known this, but it just came out a little bit differently. So I just want to put this out for you to think about it. When it comes to building a pipeline and writing business, you want to have the lowest hanging fruit. Okay. You want to be able to get the stuff that comes easiest. You want the highest closing ratios, right? Well, what are those? Those are always referrals. Always referrals. So when you're trying to build a pipeline, think about that, because down the road, what's going to end up happening if you do this right and you are building a referral network out there, if you do this right, you will work significantly less in the future. Okay. Just like, because people will be referring to you and you will not have to be doing the work that you are doing right now, potentially, which is chasing. When you're chasing business and you're asking for people's business, which you have to do in the beginning, okay? You have to ask people for their business. I talk a lot about that. It's kind of a cornerstone of what I teach. Go fill your pipeline, go ask people for their business, right? But when you are asking people for their business, you are creating that sales opportunity. You are creating it. And if you get somebody to agree with you that says, yeah, sure, give me a quote, most of the time it's going to come with a little bit of reluctance because it's not important to that person in this moment in time. You created the opportunity, which you have to do. So don't stop doing it. But I'm telling you, that sale is going to end up being harder because that prospect has a timeline. It has a shelf life. The farther you get away from that ask and the farther you get away from the commitment when that person says, yeah, go ahead, give me a quote. The farther you get away from that point in time, the less of a chance you have to write that business. So there's this real sense of urgency, which again, you have to have. So just remember, when you are chasing, if you're cold calling, if you're working internet leads, those people aren't shopping. Okay. You know this now, right? You're asking people for their business. You're creating that opportunity. Your closing ratio on that kind of prospect is going to be lower. Okay. This is going to be in your teens, probably, if you're captive. All right. Because they weren't shopping before you came into their life, right? They were just going about their life, and then you showed up and you forced them to get a quote from you, which again, please continue to do. Now, on the flip side of that, if you get a referral, okay, what's happening when you get a referral? Somebody needs something. Okay. Mortgage brokers are easy to talk about, right? Like if you get a referral from a mortgage broker, somebody needs your product. They need it now. You can fill that gap. You can fill that need. That's what your job is. So when an opportunity like falls in your lap, that opportunity was not created by you. It was created by someone else because that someone else has a need right now. The closing ratio on that is 4 times that of, when you're creating it. Referrals are the best. The other thing too is if people are shopping, okay, and they call your office and say, hey, I need a quote for insurance, and they're shopping, they have a need right now that they have created for one reason or another, right? Either they looked at their bill, there was a claim that went south, their agent is absent, doesn't return their calls, their agent quit, I got a new agent, I don't know who it is, I moved in from out of state, I need new insurance, whatever it is, the need is there. So if you get a referral or somebody shopping, those are the ones that you should really be excited about, because your chance of closing those is close to 50%, really. I mean, if you do, and this is where you shine. This is where you put your sales hat on. You have a great conversation. You teach them about insurance. You build the product with them. You don't email the quote. You show them the number last, and you're in their business. Okay. You have to build the referral networks, and you have to build up reasons for people to call you when they are shopping, which is your reviews, your Google reviews. Please continue to increase your Google reviews. Please, you just get 1 or 2 a week, and you will be in the top 10%, and your phone will ring more from people who want to buy from you. I got a call Friday. Hey, I'm moving to your town. I did a search. You have a lot of really good reviews. Can you give me a quote? You bet. I'm probably going to get this guy. That's just the way it goes. So you have to do these two things simultaneously. You've got to create urgency. You have to create opportunities, especially in the beginning of your career, because you're not going to write any business if you don't do that. Okay. And at the same time, you have to be building relationships. You have to do those two things simultaneously, because if you do it right, the referrals will start to come in, and the work that you're doing to write business today you won't have to work as hard. Okay. So just imagine being in an office where the phone rings from people who want to buy from you and your closing ratio is significantly higher. That's what you're trying to build. Okay. But you got to go out and if you want to build an agency that way, you got to go out and meet people. You got to go out and meet the right people. You got to build relationships with these people. You got to prove your worth. You got to show value. You got to do all this stuff. But that's, if you want easy, which is not a word I use at all, running a business like this. If you want it easier, you have to do that. You got to put your time in. Okay. And I'm sorry, but it takes years. It takes years. Okay. It took me a long time to do that. So that's what you've signed up for. Okay. At some point in time, it can be significantly easier and fun. Okay. So there you go. That's what I got for you today. My name's Matt. This is Agency Launch. Don't forget to send me a text, 208-213-8809. Send me the word free, and I will hook you up with a resource. Hop in my texting community, and you'll have access to me. Also, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram and Threads at Dietz Agency. Come find me. Come ask me a question. Come say hello. Thanks so much for listening. Keep up the good work.
Anywhere the fireflies, anywhere the water.